there to Carnell Tate. This the game winner to Quinshon Judkins.
Right, but look at that. It's first and goal at the 9. Of course, they would throw it to the running back instead of hand it because they were only averaging 2 yards per carry.
Buckeyes win 21-17. Indiana, what a day in Bloomington today. The mayor of Bloomington declaring today Coach Lee Corso Day. Game day was in the house. Coach back at his old stomping grounds. Curtis Rourke out after thumb surgery. How did Taven Jackson play?
He held it together. Prime directive was first do no harm, and he played an outstanding game. Didn't make a lot of big plays, but didn't make the big mistakes.
Mond Williams Jr., a big play here to make it a 17-14 game, but Trevor, in the fourth quarter, Jackson made more plays.
Now, this was a great one for him, and all he had to do was hold it together because Rourke should be back next week or the following.
Indiana's 8-0 for the first time since 1967. Texas in Nashville. Remember, Vanderbilt already knocked off Alabama this season. They led 7-0, and then Quinn Ewers came to life.
Now, this was an answer to his interception in the first series that led to a short field Vanderbilt touchdown.
That touchdown to DeAndre Moore. This touchdown to DeAndre Moore.
And Moore was unstoppable vertically. Some of those were short throws, long runs, but some of those were over the top.
Diego Pavia, though, would not go quietly. On fourth down, the touchdown to Junior Sherrill.
Fourth down, and that was his signature playground-style play.
This one to Eli Stowers makes it a one-possession game.
And unless you think he can't throw the ball, that was a dart into traffic.
Vandy goes for the onside kick. Bill Norton covers it up. It was not easy, but Texas gets to 7-1, 27-24. Alabama, unspectacular in the first half offensively. The second half, they came to life.
They only rushed the ball 58 yards in the first half, not for lack of trying, but they rushed for 213 in the second half. I would love to have known what the coaches said to them at halftime.
That defense pitches the shutout 34-0 against Missouri. When we come back, perfect start to the year for Navy until Saturday. How Trevor feels about Notre Dame and their playoff chances when we come back.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
You like watching TV shows and movies? Don't watch on that. You want a Quest. Look at that. It's a movie theater in your living room. What? And you want to go to the gym. Then you remember gyms. Bring the gym to you.
Let's do this.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa! And do you want to play the hero or be the hero?
Wait, I could be Batman?
Yep. Bam! Time to become
The Knight.
Okay, y'all. Yeah. You got this.
I'm out here telling people about the new Experian Insurance Marketplace.
Experian will shop with over 40 top providers to find you a really great rate.
That sounds amazing.
And on average, you could save over $800.
I'm ready to save over $800.
Start now at Experian.com/car.
Most people won't change the world. But then again, most people won't call the Flatirons their backyard and send their work to space and become household names. Because it takes the right kind of bold to see the bigger picture and the smallest and move faster, like way faster, and push more, make more, change more. Don't be like most, be more.
Bye, Grandpa.
If you have polycythemia vera, or PV, it may impact your moments. While you may blame the way you feel on getting older, it could mean your PV is getting worse. It's time to help take control of your PV. For adults with PV who have already taken a medicine called hydroxyurea and it did not work well enough or they could not tolerate it, Jakafi kept the volume of red blood cells under control and reduced spleen size. Jakafi can cause low blood cell counts. Tell your doctor right away if you develop bleeding, bruising, tiredness, shortness of breath, or fever, or if any of them get worse. And before taking Jakafi, if you have an infection, have or had TB or hepatitis B, or had a blood clot, heart attack, other heart problems, or stroke. Non-melanoma skin cancers and increases in cholesterol have been reported. With another JAK inhibitor, there is increased risk of major cardiovascular events in those who have risk factors, blood clots in the legs or lungs, sometimes life-threatening, and an increased risk of lymphoma and other cancers. The most common side effects are low red blood cell counts, dizziness, and diarrhea. Why let PV impact your moments? Discover your path to possible. Talk to your doctor about Jakafi.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
A ton of intrigue surrounding Monday Night Football this week. The Steelers, one of the surprise teams in the NFL, 5-2. Can they beat a New York football team for the second week in a row? Find out Monday, 8 Eastern, ESPN and ABC. Navy, one of the great stories of the college football season to date, unbeaten 6-0, taking on Notre Dame today. But Trevor, way too many unforced errors.
Now, this was one of 6 turnovers. The pitch was too hot. The running back couldn't handle it, and it was an unforced turnover.
Riley Leonard has really blossomed as the year has gone along here, hooking up with Chris Mitchell.
And one of the things that's blossomed is his ability to connect with his receivers deep down the field. He had a couple of those today.
Trevor, where do you see Notre Dame in the context of the football playoff right now?
They have the ability to make noise. They've improved in the 2 places they needed to. One is Riley Leonard connecting with his receivers down the field. The other is that young offensive line is getting better and better week after week.
They ran it for 264 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 51-14 win. Notable Big 12 action, Texas Tech and TCU. Will Hammond and Coy Aiken giving the Red Raiders the lead.
Tech came out hot. They ended up with a 31-14 third-quarter lead.
10 points after that touchdown, but back come the Frogs. Josh Hoover to DJ Rogers.
Hoover's channeling his inner Cam Ward, leading that huge comeback. He threw for over 300 yards.
And then this is the play of the game. To Eric McAllister, who's going to turn on the Jets and go 84 yards.
And what a great spin to the outside. The defender wasn't expecting that.
TCU gets to 5-3 with a 35-34 win. The second half from Boulder is coming up next.
What are you doing?
Chores. Gotta pitch in, roomie. You know, as a veteran, you earned USAA membership for your family. And we're family.
For you? No.
Worth a try.
You better change those back, son.
Son?
Still, no.
So close.
USAA. Are you eligible?
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza? Here you go.
Thank you.
When you need it most.
Think scaling your AI pilots is hard? Think again. With Watson X, you can deploy AI across any environment. Above the clouds and on lots of clouds. With your secured data on-prem, in real time on center court, and assisting bank tellers on the edge. Watson X helps you deploy AI wherever you need it, so you can take your business wherever it needs to go. IBM, let's create.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach! Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Oh, I'm ready!
Businesses work best when they put people first. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure your team has the essential products they need, where and when they need them, to help keep them looking great, feeling confident,
and ready to be their best. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas, and the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship game. Into the end zone, short of his shoe bottoms. That's intercepted going the other way. To the end zone, touchdown! Bearcats and Buffs. 2 crews repping identical credentials. A berth in a bowl and or CFP contention is one of the essentials. He told you he was coming, complete with no bluffs. The Bearcats savoring a D'Artagnan and 3 Musketeers, all well heeled. Colorado stays Gucci with 2 moving into their prime. Mathematically speaking, one is worth 2, while the other throws a dime. Cats leave wreckage scattered all over the field. Hope leads away to expectations. But there's no secret sauce coming through that door in this Big 12 tug of war. One will be eliminated in this, the now generation. And it's about now. You're watching ESPN College Football, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. This is the Big 12 on ESPN. Ready for the start of the third quarter play. Mark Jones, Roddy Jones, Quentin Kesnick down at the field. The Buffaloes will have possession of the football first. And they'll go 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. 24-14 as we get ready here. You're watching ESPN College Football, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts, folks. This is the Big 12 on ESPN. The Big 12 after party. Roddy back east. Yeah, on either watch. It's really. I got 2 phones, 2 watches.
Come on, man. Big time.
We got a
here.
2-way threat on the field, and Travis Hunter, who's had a lot to say in this game.
Yeah, he's been locked down on defense. He's got 7 catches on offense, including the touchdown at the end of the half. The thing is, for the Cincinnati defense, they're going to have to figure out how to cover these Colorado receivers.
A daunting task. On 1st down, Colorado came out running the football fairly successfully. Gustav ran it that time, picked up a few yards. How important has the run game been in the overall equation of success for them so far?
Well, it's kept them balanced. It hasn't put everything on Shedeur Sanders. And balance for Colorado doesn't look like 50-50. It means running the ball just a little bit.
About that much, right? That was a Gustav again. And boy, Travis Hunter really had an indelible imprint on that first half.
Certainly did. This was the first play of the game for Cincinnati. And he's on the coverage, scored a touchdown down in the red zone. He's had a number of catches. He's looked shifty in the open field. That shoulder looks just fine. So he's been able to make guys miss. And then you had the deep pass at the end of the half to be able to score. They just turn him loose.
Wow.
Can't turn 12 loose down the field. Cincinnati does it with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's the one guy that you don't want to lose track of. And we have an injured Cincinnati player down to the field. It's Dante Corleone, a.k.a. the Godfather down there. Such a big part of their defensive front. One of their leaders as well. Really a curator of the Bearcats culture. We'll be back right after this.
Tamara, Izzy, and Emma. They respond to emails with phone calls. And they don't circle back. They're already there. They wear business sneakers and pad their keyboards with something that makes their clickety-clacking clickety-clackier. But no one loves logistics as much as they do. You need Tamara, Izzy, and Emma. They need a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for your team. Let our expertise round out yours.
While you were away, there were some developments. Fortunately, DoorDash can quickly come to your rescue. Your door to more. DoorDash.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Make me go loco, loco. Make me go loco. Make me go loco.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
On a Longing, Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, what are you doing here? Texting another conference now.
Yeah, but it's like on the other side of the country. It's really, really far.
But you're not even on our schedule this season.
Maybe we can meet you in the playoffs.
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with 0 sugar.
But Dr. Pepper doesn't have a questionable secondary like Tech does.
Here, catch!
And that's why you're a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
I wasn't born yesterday. That's why my car wears Coopers.
Because I'm hauling precious cargo. Because my daughter's a storm chaser.
Faster! Faster!
So yeah, my car wears Coopers.
Coopers.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Back in Boulder, Corleone healthful, looking a little better on the sidelines. Gustav running again, brought down by Thompson of Cincinnati. There's a look at Corleone, who got off the field with the help of the athletic training staff. Vital part of that defensive front, really plugs things up there in the middle. Helps up the linebackers. 2nd and 8. Sanders pulls it out, finds his man complete at the 43-yard line. Shepard with the catch, and let's go to Q.
Ralphie, the Bison, did not run at halftime. It's apparently after her bedtime, so she went back to the farm. In terms of football, yards after catch, Colorado has 140 yards after catch. Cincinnati's really struggled to tackle. And then when you think about the progress of this Colorado program, it's in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. That 4th down stop was something that they could never have done last season. I think the biggest growth has been on both fronts.
It's a great point, Q.
Big transformation.
That was the focus of the offseason.
They're going to keep it on the ground, pick up the 1st down. Gustav again moves the chains, picks up 6. You said it, Roddy. 67 yards total rushing. That's just enough.
Watch this double team. You're right, but Q was talking about the improvement. I mean, that double team washes the entire left side of the offensive line down, and Gustav is able to get the 1st down.
Sanders pulls it out. Escaping. Ball came out of his arms, out of bounds, right around midfield. Thompson in dogged, zealous pursuit.
And that scramble, it looked like he had Travis Hunter coming back downhill as we get a little extracurriculars there on the sideline with Jonathan Thompson in the Colorado sideline. But Travis Hunter is as good as there is in the scramble drill. He's not open. He's not open. Well, quarterback starts to scramble. Come back downhill. I'm open. I'm open. Shedeur doesn't pull the trigger. And it ends up in a short gain, but I'm a little surprised that he didn't let that one go.
Colorado just thankful that Hunter is healthy and back on the field. We got a whistle.
Cincinnati got bailed out. Colorado called a timeout, but Cincinnati.
First charge, timeout and a half. Colorado. 30 seconds. Media timeout.
Brian Sims for Cincinnati, number 17, ran out, ran back, ran out, ran back. Had no idea where he was supposed to be.
Car insurance is up 20% this year. So I went to the Experian Insurance Marketplace. They shopped my info with over 40 top providers. I saved $800. They'll even alert me if they find a better rate. And it's free.
Go to Experian.com/car.
In every generation, there are those who question the status quo. Questions like, why can't chicken be slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado verde salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu. Only at Taco Bell.
Here we go. They're following us.
This is awesome.
Giddy up.
The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure of myself. Cool, right? Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, I even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. Years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of time. He's melting. Oh, jeez. No. Okay. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
ESPN College Football, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts, is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
A lot of potassium over there with those bananas. Hey, there's the Taco Bell Live Más student section. All season long, student sections across the country are competing to be the Taco Bell Live Más student section of the year. Download the Taco Bell app to learn more.
You gonna dress up for Halloween?
Man, I'm trying to think about a costume. I'm still working on it.
It's a little late in the game to be thinking about it.
I know. I'm a spontaneous type. Shedeur Sanders had it batted down. Great play by Jared Bartlett. Got a hand up there and knocked it down. It'll be 3rd down and long. Look at this.
Jared Bartlett, the captain in the middle of the field, just spying Shedeur Sanders. Pauses and then bats that ball down, forcing the 3rd and long. And this is a big down for Cincinnati. They've got to be able to get off the field. Colorado up 10, first drive of the second half. Big play.
Trying to get to the 41. Sanders pulls complete, caught by Hunter, but dragged down short of the first down by Jordan Young. So an interesting 4th and about 3.
It looks like Coach Prime's going to send out the punting unit to have Cincinnati, keep Cincinnati back. And with the success that you had with the speed, I probably would have thought about going for it, but up 10, punt the ball away, pin Cincinnati back deep, hopefully, and let your defense go play.
Roddy, this is their first punt of the night. They scored touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown on their first 4 possessions. Bassett, that's his punt. Let's see where they mark this, a 38-yard effort. Out of bounds at about the 6. Now we honor those who serve, brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. The Navy, Army, and Air Force ROTC programs here at Colorado University combine topics in military science with practical leadership training to prepare men and women to become military officers. Upon graduation from CU Boulder and the ROTC program, these cadets will be fully prepared to take charge as leaders.
Awesome program that these young men and women are in, and we thank them in advance for the service that they'll provide to our country.
On 1st and 10. Boy, what a great spin move by Kiner. Used that jump stop almost and spun away from a couple of defenders, one of them Hill Green. Picked up 7 on the play. Let's take another look at this.
Nakai Hill Green shot downhill like a rocket, but how about the spin cycle by Corey Kiner? He really is. The more you watch him, the more you love his running style. His great balance. He's creative. I mean, that's a instinct, creativity type run. Try and spin back and take what could have been a loss to a 7-yard gain.
Man. Sets up 2nd down and 3 at the 13. Sorsby going to do it himself with his legs. Ran out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, enough to pick up the first down there. Another display of his wonderful versatility running the ball. Picks up 8 yards on the play. His demeanor has a real calming effect on the entire offense. Told by his coaches, and you've seen it many times this year. You think about the Cincinnati team. Folks, their 2 losses this year are by a total of just 4 points. It's going to be Kiner. Nowhere to go. Hill Green made sure that time to wrap him up. Talked about the close call. Cincinnati's just a couple of plays away from being a perfect 7-0 perhaps. Week 2 against Pittsburgh. Lost a close one by 1 point and then a field goal loss against Texas Tech.
Texas Tech game was back and forth. The missed field goal would have tied it and taken it to overtime. That Pitt game, they're up double digits in the fourth quarter. Let that one get away from them.
This is a quality football team looking to get a leg up on the Big 12 title with a win tonight. On the road, the pass complete. And a big-time hit on Mays. Usually that's Shedeur Sanders coming in, Shiloh Sanders coming in to clean up. Wasn't that time a 9-yard pickup on the play.
I would not at all be surprised if Brendan Sorsby's legs become either the go-to factor or at least something that Colorado has to think about with some sort of zone read. Haven't really seen the option on the perimeter all that much. But his legs are a big weapon here.
Play clock down to 6. Just getting lined up and setting. Sorsby looking to pass. Almost picked off underneath. In and out of the arms of Travis Hunter, who is in dismay right now. Wishes he'd had another chance at that one.
I mean, if there's one guy who you don't want to test in the secondary, I mean, guys don't typically get open against Travis Hunter. That ball thrown a little behind the receiver too, but Brendan Sorsby looking for Jamoy Mays across the field. Hunter all over him.
Yeah. Second punt of the night for Cincinnati coming up. Mason Fletcher punting to LeJontay Wester, who's perched at his own 29. A high spiral. Returnable from the 25. He eludes the first couple of tackles. Wester got hit and spins forward out to about the 38-39 yard line. A 46-yard punt, 13 on the return. So to begin this third quarter, both defenses get stops. What about that?
It's completely opposite from what we saw in the first half.
Yes. And Travis Hunter, it's with an irregular gait there. Remember, he's coming off that injury from a couple of weeks ago. Only played a half last week and favoring that shin, that lower left leg area. But back on the field. They're going to keep it on the ground with Gustav. You know, we've talked about Hunter and his professional approach. Keep in mind, folks, we've told this story a couple of times when we were here earlier. Every week he gets to cryotherapy. Every week he gets to an infrared sauna, all in the essence of recovery and getting his body ready. Not to mention massaging. And that's going to be about a 7-yard gain by Hayden.
He's also a guy that Coach Prime told us, asked him yesterday if he could come over early. He came over separate from the rest of the team so that he could get some extra work in early. He was in the training room getting worked out. And I think the toughness that you have to play as many snaps as he does, and the competitiveness. I mean, how many people take a shot to the shin and would say, hey, coach, I need a play? He's a competitor, wants to be on the field.
Sanders on 3rd and 3, searching, wings it. Incomplete, intended for Shepard, but there's a flag down on the play. Sanders seems to feel like it's going to be in their favor. Arnold defending on that play.
Holding, defense number 8. 10 yards to the previous spot, automatic first down.
It's going to go against Arnold. That's going to give Colorado a first down. And just to put a period on that Travis Hunter story that we told you a moment ago, folks, did we mention that he is a 4.0 GPA student? Pretty incredible.
It really is. And the last play was just a shame for Cincinnati because they had it so well covered. They had
Sanders gets it out into the flat, turns it north-south. Wester on the fly. A straight arm forcing him out of bounds deep in Cincinnati territory, and Jimmy Horn, Roddy, was out there leading the way for him.
These receivers are so explosive in the open field, and it's Scott Satterfield told us before the game and earlier this week, that's the challenge, bringing them down when they get in the open field. And it's been hit or miss with Cincinnati today.
1st and 10. They keep it on the ground this time. Gustav. And look at that pile continue to move. It's going to end up about a 7-yard gain. Phillip Houston with the big push. Let's take a look at our player spotlight brought to you by Cintas. Look at the numbers so far. He has been methodical, metronomic in his deliveries tonight, on target.
He's been patient. He's taken shots downfield at times, but really he's been content to get the ball in the hands of his receivers and let them create after the catch.
2nd and 4 coming up. Sanders keeps it. Got to secure that ball and gets down and picks up the first down. Right around the 6-7 yard line, say. Pickup of 5 by Sanders. And you never want to see your starting quarterback limp out of a pack like that after getting up.
And that's his front leg when he throws as well. It looks like he's favoring.
1st and goal, Colorado. Sanders hands it off. Straight ahead, Gustav powers into the end zone. Right behind Seton. An inauspicious sign there for the Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders appearing to be a little bit shaken. Slow to come off the field. This goes back to that 4-yard run he had to pick up the first down. The extra point is good. Let's take another look at that run that he made a moment ago. They got the first down, but it may prove to be ultimately a Pyrrhic play. You see that ankle twist a little bit. Back after this.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most.
There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Enjoy.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 3 years.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
It's big, it's back, and it's only $6. Get the big box y'all love today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
If you have polycythemia vera, or PV, it may impact your moments. While you may blame the way you feel on getting older, it could mean your PV is getting worse. It's time to help take control of your PV. For adults with PV who have already taken a medicine called hydroxyurea and it did not work well enough or they could not tolerate it, Jakafi kept the volume of red blood cells under control and reduced spleen size. Jakafi can cause low blood cell counts. Tell your doctor right away if you develop bleeding, bruising, tiredness, shortness of breath, or fever, or if any of them get worse. And before taking Jakafi, if you have an infection, have or had TB or hepatitis B, or had a blood clot, heart attack, other heart problems, or stroke. Non-melanoma skin cancers and increases in cholesterol have been reported. With another JAK inhibitor, there is increased risk of major cardiovascular events in those who have risk factors, blood clots in the legs or lungs, sometimes life-threatening, and an increased risk of lymphoma and other cancers. The most common side effects are low red blood cell counts, dizziness, and diarrhea. Why let PV impact your moments? Discover your path to possible. Talk to your doctor about Jakafi.
Want the latest on today's games? Just tell Siri, show me the college football scores.
Yeah, sir, we get that on the ESPN app. The score here, 31-14, 5:41 to go in the third quarter. But a little bit of concern along that Colorado sideline with the fitness level of Shedeur Sanders. On the return, Logan Wilson brought down around the 30-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for the Bearcats right now in a 17-point deficit. Sanders was being tended to by the athletic training staff while we were away and continues to be. Let's go down to Q. What'd you see, Quinn?
Looks like they're treating his left hip like a left hip flexor type injury. Shedeur came over, hopped on the bike for a bit, stood up, jumped around, went through his drops and the rotation it would take to throw a football. So doesn't look to be a serious injury, but he is getting some treatment right now.
Sorsby down the sidelines, incomplete. Good coverage down there by Preston Hodge, who's done a nice job tonight. Tony Johnson, the intended receiver, sets up a second down and 10. Preston Hodge, number 24, a Liberty transfer for the Buffaloes.
Preston Hodge on the back half of this Colorado defense and DJ McKinney have both been incredible additions. McKinney's ability and Hodge's ability to cover man-to-man has really opened up a lot for this Colorado defense.
On the quick slant, incomplete, and there he is again. Preston Hodge, ubiquitous right now, all over the field. Remember, he had that interception that was called back a little bit earlier. 3rd and 10.
And in these situations, Colorado has been opting to have Travis Hunter play the nickel, which has sort of taken away Joe Royer, the tight end, as oftentimes he's been matched up on Royer. He'll go there now as well.
Been a quiet night from Royer, right? Relatively speaking.
Hunter's on him.
On 3rd and 10, Sorsby sacked back to the 26-yard line. Silman Craig.
This stunt just puts the right tackle Philip Wilder in a bit of a bind. BJ Green goes inside, he looks inside, and by the time he does, Cameron Silman-Craig has gone past him. Brendan Sorsby has to climb in the pocket, and that play was almost DOA.
Silman-Craig has been with Coach Sanders for his last 2 years of high school football, and then at Jackson State for a couple of years, and now here at Colorado for 2 more. Ball scooped up. What a big hit! It came loose, but recovered by Colorado back at the 33-yard line off the 37-yard punt.
It was almost catastrophic.
Yeah.
And I think
Horn got rocked there.
He did. Jimmy Horn felt like he could probably get outside. If it had touched a Cincinnati player prior to Jimmy Horn picking it up, then it's basically a free play for Jimmy Horn if that fumble happens. I wonder if he thought that it did or if he was just taking a chance. Either way, they avoid catastrophe.
Yeah. Kai Stokes, the Ohio State transfer, with a huge hit, and look who is back on the field for the Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders. Let's keep an eye on his mobility in the pocket. 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Augustov in the backfield. They hand it off to him. Picked up about 3 yards on the play. Hey, the next stop on the F1 schedule, I got your attention now, Roddy, right? It's the Mexico City Grand Prix, Sunday afternoon, 4 Eastern on ABC. Pre-race coverage at 2:30. Additional coverage on ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. ESPN Deportes coverage begins at 3:30. Tell me what's happening with my man Lewis Hamilton.
The Mercedes car is just not up to snuff right now.
Boy.
They start 5th and 6th. Hamilton's in 6th. But 3 different constructors. There's 3 different teams starting in the front 3. Carlos Sainz on pole. Max Verstappen 2nd for Red Bull. Lando Norris, McLaren 3rd. Should be a great race.
And right now, Augustov trying to get it into high gear. Couldn't, stopped up by Sanks, but picked up 5 on the play. F1, those some money cats there.
Let me just say, I know
you hang with some guy with some bills in their pockets.
I've seen your taste. F1 is right up your alley. It is.
I'm gonna try and get to that Monaco Grand Prix. That's what I need to.
There it is. Monaco, Vegas, Miami.
Yeah.
It's very, very high class.
3rd and 2. Sanders gonna pass. Steps up. Caught at the 47-yard line. A great touch pass by Sanders to Miller. And a first down on the pickup of 11.
I mean, as you said earlier, Shedeur Sanders has been metronomic, which is our word up with the Joneses.
Oh.
Metronomic, something that is happening regularly or in a consistent tempo, like a metronome.
There you go.
Kind of like Shedeur Sanders completing passes. Metronomic. And that was an incredibly layered throw.
Wasn't it?
Over the linebacker, down to the receiver. It's incredible by Shedeur.
17-point lead. And showing the ability to run the ball pretty well tonight. They've gained 100 yards on the ground tonight. Total of 370. So for consecutive weeks, Colorado has gone over 100. They ran for 148 last week in the desert of Tucson.
This is, I mean, you can just see where they are in FBS in terms of rush yards per game. You think this offense is dangerous before they start to figure out how to run the ball well. And imagine the danger that they'll provide the defenses going forward.
On the counter, nice run up front. Alan Hayden, the Ohio State transfer, brought down by Thompson. 2 yards shy of the first down. Clock running with 1:35 to go. 3rd down and 3. Hunter in the ball game. He's going to be split to the top of your screen.
And it has just felt like the Cincinnati defense has not had an answer. They've tried to devote more bodies to stopping the pass. Colorado's been able to run the ball, and they haven't had an answer to consistently stopping that.
They've got to get to the 38. They're going to run it. I'm not sure they're going to make it. It'll be 4th and short in a good area of the field to go for it if you're Colorado. But do you, Roddy?
4th and 1.
Last time they were around here, they were a little further back, but they decided to punt it. That was a 4th and 3. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Now Shedeur backs out from center. Wester in motion. And Coach Sanders is going to burn one of his timeouts. They've got one remaining with 35 seconds to go in the period. Going to talk it over. On Parents Weekend.
It looks like Shedeur's going to quarterback sneak, and you got the linebacker pushing over the defensive lineman. Cameron Wilson, number 15, is looking like, hey, man, I can't make a play if I'm on my belly. Monte Whedon, the freshman, pushed him over onto the ground.
That's some real friendly fire right there.
No kidding. I understand. That's one of those where you look up. Cameron Wilson's a redshirt junior. You look up at the true freshman, you're like, take it down like 2 notches. A little tap would suffice.
So 4th and 1, and Colorado now deciding to punt. Mark Bissett coming in.
I think the thought process here is up 17. You don't want to give Cincinnati favorable field position at all.
Mays on his own 8-yard line for the Bearcats.
Going to take the delay game. If I'm Scott Satterfield, I mean, you accept it.
Delay game. Offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
I thought you might accept it because you don't want to tempt Colorado deciding to all of a sudden go for it by declining. But the move from a field position standpoint is probably to decline. And just, if Colorado was really into it, they might say, hey, let's send out the offense now.
So we'll do it again. Bassett with a high end over end punt, going to try and place this one inside the 10, and they'll do that successfully. It'll be down right around the 10-yard line on the 29-yard punt. The yardage irrelevant. This season, Allstate will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. On a beautiful night here in Boulder, Colorado. It's in the low 70s. A little bit earlier today, it's cooled off into the mid-50s now on Parents Weekend. You can really sense the excitement in and around Boulder when you walk into some of the restaurants and some of the stores, and everybody talking Colorado football and thinking about bowl games. 1st and 10. Nice run over the right side. They run over Kandra. And a good gallop there by Kiner, picking up 7 yards. He's been their workhorse all season long. Well over 600 yards on the season. Sets up a 2nd down and 3, but we're going to have to wait to run that one in the final 15 minutes. 1 quarter to go. Colorado has misfired on the last 10 attempts to become bowl eligible. Will they finally break through?
What are you doing?
Living the Dolce Vita.
Of course you are. What's he doing?
The same.
And what's that doing?
Coffee.
That sounds good.
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita, also available in K-Cup pods.
Watch your back. Let's see.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. Check it out.
The old Fumble-Rooski.
Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old Bundle-Rooski.
Ooh, that's a better play.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle-Rooski.
Yeah.
Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski. Bundle-Rooski do. Try it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
He can, though.
Well, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Come on, guys, eat your food. Let's go. I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Is my makeup messy? Yes, it's messy.
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank that's your ally.
Still not confident about which used car to buy?
Nope.
Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach.
This one's got talent, toughness, the will to win.
Let me coach you on this. Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Look for me and stop overpaying. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
While you were away, there were some developments. Lots and lots of developments. Fortunately, you live in a world where DoorDash can come to your rescue. Your door to a peaceful home. Your door to more. DoorDash.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, Kyle?
It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Cuz holding it up like a baby lion.
Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day.
Respect.
Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
Freezing cold. Blazing heat. Rain-X premium silicone wiper blades are engineered to withstand the most extreme conditions. They last 2 times longer than traditional wipers. If Rain-X premium silicone wipers survive these conditions, clearly they'll last in yours. Rain-X, outsmart the elements. Find Rain-X silicone wipers at these retailers.
This time is different.
The way he changed Jackson State, we're going to do the same thing here.
Having him here means everything to this community. We coming.
Been begging for a good football team for a while, so any sort of hope is awesome.
I believe this is our next. However it happens, this is our time and this is our season.
The games are 100% more insane now than they were.
When we're winning, we're in the ball. Woo! Go Bus! Do the damn thing.
Yeah, what she said. What she said. You know, there has been a tremendous, profound economic impact to the area since the success of the football team has really happened here with Coach Sanders coming to Boulder, and enrollment here at the University of Colorado is at an all-time high as well. On the pitch, a first down run by Kiner to move the chains. A moment ago, Q caught up with Coach Sanders. Well, we got a flag first. Shiloh Sanders made the hit on Kiner on the 13-yard gain.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 21 of the defense. 15 yards at the end of the play, automatic first down. It's number 21's first unsportsmanlike for the game.
Yeah, you can't grab the foot ankle of the other guy. And look, Corey Kiner was talking his stuff after the hit on the sideline to Shiloh Sanders. But it's the response. It's always the second guy that gets caught, and Shiloh Sanders gets a one-way trip to the sideline.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Kiner again with a healthy 8-yard run. Corey Kiner recently going over 2,000 career rush yards at Cincinnati, climbing the school charts. He'll get a breather. Pryor comes in for him on 2nd down and 3. It's going to be Pryor picking up the first down and then a couple more yards. Picked up 4. Coach Sanders has told us on a couple of occasions that Shiloh is that challenging sibling, that challenging son that you have. Right?
He's also told us
that's his Paul, he says, biblically speaking.
But he's the guy who sets the tone for this defense. Sometimes it boils over just a little bit, though.
Pryor on the run, off tackle. Bentley making the stop. But the one thing about Coach Sanders, he called out his son when he played poorly, and he did the reverse when he didn't.
Just wanted to ask you about Shiloh, just what you thought about his play tonight.
I thought he played horrible. I thought he was rusty. I thought he didn't have his footing. I thought he wasn't breaking down. He was coming up trying to make the play.
You know, it's better for me that I went through the down. It made me lock in more, made me watch all my film. Thanks, Sean.
I'm proud of you, boy.
Sorsby with the first down run, but a great moment of redemption there for Shiloh. Playing a great game last week, and Dion really transforming into dad right there a little bit at the end. It was nice. It's a great story.
He was coach, and he was dad. It's the line that he often has to manage.
Yep.
But he's always both of them, and it's kind of cool to see the last chapter of this with his two boys.
Sorsby hands it off to Pryor. And a nice head of steam, but picked up just a single yard. Quinn caught up with Coach Sanders a moment ago.
Coach, what's most critical to finishing?
We got to run the ball effectively. Can't turn it over. Defense got to get some stops. You're not just, we want to finish strong, man. We want to play a three-phase game. Special teams, offense, and defense, and we want to run the ball effectively and stop the run.
You're 15 minutes away from being able to fulfill Peggy's promise. What's that like?
Peggy won't up that thing, though. I'm telling you, I know Peggy. She got exquisite taste. Peggy don't just want a bowl. Peggy want a bowl.
A bowl.
A bowl. And I'm not talking about maneuvers.
Yeah. Miss Peggy wants that, like we mentioned earlier, a bowl with some shine on it.
Bowl was on the sideline last time we were here.
Yeah, he was.
It's a big third down here for Cincinnati. Certainly 4-down territory, down 17.
10th play of the drive for them, Roddy.
That's the thing. The drive is taking a long time.
Yeah. Mays in motion. We get a flag on the far side of the field.
False start. Offense, number 75. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 92 in the defense. Both those were dead balls. Happened separately. Both will be enforced. 5 yards back, then half the distance to go. Automatic first down.
It's a good explanation by our refereeing crew.
Nose of the ball now resting at the 13-yard line.
I didn't see the unnecessary roughness by Anquan Barnes, but strange for it to have happened after the false start.
So 1st and 10 from the 13. Henderson split to the bottom of the screen. And it's going to be a run by Sorsby. Picked up about 2 on the play.
Looked like for the first time, Xavier Henderson had some room in the end zone.
Open.
He was open.
You saw that, huh?
And it was an RPO. I wonder if there was someone in the face of Sorsby or between, sort of in the throwing lane, that would have prevented him from trying to hit Henderson down the field.
Hunter is at the top of your screen defending. At the bottom of your screen, DJ McKinney matched up against Henderson. Sorsby fires into the end zone, knocked away by Preston Hodge. He has been an eraser tonight.
He has had a heck of a ball game, and Robert Livingston said that he thought he might.
Yep.
I mean, this is a guy that was rumored to be going to Oregon at one point, but Oregon got him on a visit, said, hey, he's listed at 6 foot. We think he's more like 5'10". I don't know. We're going to take him. Colorado said, come on, Preston Hodge. Yeah. He has been excellent in the nickel for him.
3rd and 8 coming up as a result.
Where are the man beaters that we saw earlier in the game from the Cincinnati offense?
Mays in motion. Sorsby dumps it out. Oh, what a hit. That was Silman Craig. Came in like a missile and just drilled Kiner. Let's listen. That's up 4th down, and in comes the field goal unit.
And to work
Agent Hawks
so hard for that drive, and it's going to end in a field goal attempt.
Used up all that time on the clock too, partner. This one coming from 33 yards out. And Hawks knocks it through. It's now 10 of 14 on the season. 31-17. The Buffaloes up by 2 touchdowns when we come back to Boulder.
If you need health coverage because of a recent life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Terrence and Jody, who got married and found a health plan that covers both of them. And Sophia, she's having a baby, so she can enroll in a plan that covers the big and little things. And Gary, when he moved, he found a new plan that covers what he needs. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov, where millions have found the coverage they need.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
At Outback Steakhouse, try the Great Barrier Eats, like the beef and reef platter, or the twin reef shrimp, starting at just $14.99.
I love the Great Barrier beef.
It's reef, mate.
Why would you say that?
Great Barrier Eats, now at Outback.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
Carnival atmosphere and packed crowds too. And the Mexico City Grand Prix is gold.
When my hormone treatment stopped working for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer, everything stopped. So what keeps me going? This.
This is why I choose Trodelvy. Trodelvy is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer who have received hormone therapy and at least 2 additional treatments for metastatic disease. Trodelvy is designed differently and was proven to help some people live longer than chemotherapy. Trodelvy can cause severe or life-threatening side effects, including low white blood cell count, which can lead to infections, diarrhea, and allergic reactions. Do not take Trodelvy if you are allergic to it. Other serious side effects include nausea, vomiting, and infusion reactions. Tell your doctor right away if you experience any signs of infection while taking Trodelvy, if you are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you have liver problems. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and all the medicines and supplements you take. There are other side effects of Trodelvy.
This is why I choose Trodelvy.
Ask your doctor about Trodelvy.
Here's a play a moment ago that was not flagged as a potential targeting hit by Silman Craig. Matt Austin, we're going to bring you in as our rules analyst. Your thoughts on this hit?
Well, 21 was obviously a defenseless player, and there was an attack by the defender with force. He lowered his head. It checks all the boxes, and he hit a defenseless player above the shoulders or in the head neck area. So I think this definitely should have been reviewed for targeting.
And that's a big call that it wasn't. That means Cameron Silman-Craig, had it been called targeting, would have missed the first half against Texas Tech in a couple of weeks.
Ooh.
Cincinnati would have gotten a first down, which would have kept that drive alive and potentially ended in a touchdown when they're down. Obviously, they were 17, now 14. But that's a big missed call.
Do you think he's defenseless there, Matt?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he has to become a runner, and he was just turning upfield, and there's no way he could have protected himself. So he was definitely still defenseless.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Thanks a lot, Matt. 9:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Buffalo's football. We're going to keep it on the ground. Augustov with nowhere to go. Coach Sanders told Quint a few moments ago that they have to be able to run the ball to help close this game out and put it to bed. And speaking of bed, it's 1:11 on the East Coast. If you're still part of the Big 12 after party, thank you for staying up. Sanders delivers complete. Jimmy Horn out to the 31. 7-yard pickup. Now let's take a look at this week's college football rankings brought to you by Capital One.
Texas A&M with the comeback win over LSU, putting them as the sole team in first place, undefeated in conference play team in the SEC. Who'd have had that on their bingo card?
And especially after that opener against Notre Dame. But we saw LSU last week, and they left a lot of meat on that bone. Had to kick a lot of field goals, a run by Augustov, and it's going to be stopped up short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard. Golday made the tackle with 8 minutes to go. They're going to send in the punt team.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Especially, Colorado's had a number of 4th and 1s that they've decided, or 4th and shorts, they decided to punt on. Now backed up in your own territory, if you don't make it, you're giving Cincinnati points.
Coach Sanders seemingly incensed there on the sidelines. Here's the punt. A high spiral that comes down at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there after the fair catch by Mays. A 48-yard punt. Back after this.
I'm out here telling people how they can save money with Experian. You look like someone who has a lot of subscriptions.
I have a lot.
Too many, I'd say. You can see your subscriptions all in one place and cancel the ones you don't like. Dude, that's so easy.
I actually need that.
Get started now with the Experian app.
Whatever you're into, Mercedes-Benz has an SUV for you. City shopping spree you. Weekend getaway you. Outdoor adventures you. Stylish, powerful, sophisticated. Because when you're in a Mercedes, you'd expect nothing less. Mercedes-Benz SUVs, featuring the all-new GLC plug-in hybrid with a best-in-class EPA estimated electric range of 54 miles. Visit MBUSA.com for special offers on select SUVs.
This is your sign to do dinner at Cracker Barrel and dig into an irresistible shepherd's pie with crispy hash brown casserole on top. Or make your hash brown casserole a little more breakfasty. So get the crew together and come on in.
If you struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Frosted Flakes good? They're great. Great.
You're still great, Grandpa.
See? Told ya. They're great.
For someone to steal from their employees is like stealing from your family.
We don't do that in Ohio.
Ohioans work hard for their money.
There's a problem with Bernie Moreno.
He had the money to pay his workers. He purposefully chose not to pay his people, and then he shredded those documents.
Who does that?
It's just disgraceful.
How much money does the guy need?
Bernie Moreno is picking our pockets.
I'm not voting for Bernie Moreno, and neither should you.
Bernie Moreno only looks out for Bernie Moreno.
WinSendit is responsible for the content of this ad.
ESPN College Football is presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. 19 hotel brands, 1 loyalty program. Download the app. And in part by Mercedes-Benz.
Coach Deion Sanders sporting a little bit of salt in that beard these days, and wasn't always that way, folks. No. The master of the Jerry curl had just enough activator to get that nice kind of that ducktail in the back, and then going clean for a minute.
Yeah.
Body. Nice look.
Nice little bald look.
Yep.
Then the hair came back.
Yeah.
In the coaching era, I kind of like the Father Time beard.
It works.
The beard. It does.
Father Time, Father Prime. His face is plastered all over Boulder. Went into a restaurant today to pick up some food and saw an ad that he had for, I forget what product it was, but it was something related with the school, and his presence is very profound in and around the entire state of Colorado, not just here in Boulder.
The entire sport of college football. If you're watching college football on a weekend, you can't get away from Coach Prime on a commercial.
2nd and 9. Cincinnati down 2 touchdowns. Incomplete, intended for the tight end, Joe Royer. It's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Dangerous after Royer tipped that up in the air. They were trying to hit that tight end delay again. But just a little high for Royer and takes a hit. Now if you're Brendan Sorsby, you know with just under 7 minutes left in the game,
yep,
you're going for it on any 4th and short. And so you don't have to get it all here, but you'd like to obviously make it easier.
On 3rd and 9, pass complete to the tight end. Great stiff arm to pick up the first down. That was Derrick Henry quality, but it's going to be marked short of the first down. Man, he put Travis Hunter on a little flight there with that straight arm.
I thought he got past the first down off first.
That's what
look.
I thought.
But it's, as you said, I mean, that's just strength.
Yeah. Yeah, Royer lifts weights too.
Yeah, he does. He's an NFL tight end, but this is the biggest 4th down of the game.
Trying to keep their hopes alive. They're going to keep it on the ground. And Kiner picks up the first down with maybe a foot to spare. The clock running with 6:10 to go in the football game. Let's take a look at Travis Hunter after the play. Yeah, I love that. That's competition right there. That is the essence of competition.
That's on the 113th play of the game, too.
5:42 to go. Timeout called by Colorado. That's their final timeout. They're in command right now, up a couple of touchdowns with 5:41 to go.
Introducing the Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Burger. It has fresh, never frozen beef that's, wait for it, square. Are you ready? I'm ready. And I'm ready. For the Krabby Patty Collab meal you're craving, gotta be Wendy's.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina.
Come on. They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I'll be honest. By the end of the day, my floors... Yeesh. But who has the time to clean? That's why I love my Swiffer WetJet. It's a quick and easy way to get my floors clean. WetJet absorbs and locks grime deep inside. Look at that. Swiffer WetJet.
I love it. Please, Mom.
Olivia.
Finally.
Ha ha.
Nailed it. That's my line.
There's no place like Target to shop everything wicked.
Choose joy. Choose the road. Choose your people. Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Even better, get out there. That's it. Way out there. Choose your calling. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
I wake up.
We about to level up. We about to level up.
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas. Book today.
In the SEC, every Saturday is a celebration. Every game, a spectacle. And it always feels like home. This is the SEC on ABC, and this is how it's done.
Rangers Capitals, King Sharks, Tuesday on ESPN.
And welcome back to Boulder, Colorado. 5:41 to go. During the break, they reviewed the last call and checked the spot of the football. And they have placed it just beyond the 29-yard line. First down for Cincinnati. Colorado is out of timeouts. Cincinnati with its full complement of 3. There's a flag down. Sorsby being chased down, and man, that defensive front has really done a fantastic job over the last several games. B.J. Green with good pressure on Sorsby.
Offense, number 74, 10-yard penalty, first down.
And Warren Sapp is one of the defensive coaches on that Colorado staff. Has done a great job with his analysis and his coaching of the front. Along with Damian Lewis, former 10-year NFL vet as well. There's a look at Coach Sapp. Former University of Miami star. Tell you what, you listen to him and watch him in pregame, and he is the Bundini Brown of hype men amongst coaches. Pass complete at the 25-yard line. Johnson, who has a touchdown tonight, picks up the first down beyond the 43. A 23-yard pickup. Let's listen in on Coach Sapp pregame.
Stop worried about reaching. Rip. That gets you through. Then you gonna do what you want with his ass. Hit it. There it is. I'm just thinking of yourself. You think it's just what you like. The production is over, fellas.
Thank you. Legal substitution. Defense. More than 11 players on the field at snap. Penalties decline. Second down. First down. First down.
Warren Sapp was one of several former NFL people, whether players or coaches, on the Colorado sidelines coaching these players.
And most prominently, the two coordinators.
Yes.
Pat Shurmur, longtime NFL coach. Robert Livingston came over from the Cincinnati Bengals. And that pro approach, as they've gotten their feet under them in college, has really shown itself.
It's working. Pass complete to the sidelines at about the 30, caught by Cincinnati's leading receiver on the season, Xavier Henderson, with 4:39 to play, moving expeditiously at this point.
Xavier Henderson's first catch of the game.
Wow. They put the straps on him. Taking a shot downfield, incomplete. They overshoot Henderson. He has been surrounded like Pharaoh's army all night. I mean, they have had a bunch of people on him, notably Travis Hunter most of the time.
But DJ McKinney's done a really good job against them. Preston Hodge, I mean, really the coverage in the secondary has prevented the big play. There's really been nothing downfield. It's been all underneath stuff. And the biggest thing that they're doing is, even though they're giving up yardage, they're eating up the clock.
Big 12 contention on the line for both these teams. Downfield, incomplete. Preston Hodge again in on the breakup. The pass intended for Tony Johnson. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 10. You know, one thing that Preston Hodge has is an abundance of athletic talent. Number 24 for the Buffaloes. Amongst being a good player in the secondary, he has a black belt in karate as well. Great all-around athlete. Couple of picks on the season. 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Cincinnati playing this play without Tony Johnson and Xavier Henderson on the field.
They hand it off to their leading rusher, Kiner. Turn the corner, leaps over the defender down to the 5. Shiloh Sanders came in for the hit, and Kiner played peekaboo. He went airborne here.
It's a great call by Scott Satterfield, and Shiloh Sanders barely clips the leg.
Pass, touchdown to the tight end, Royer. There's a flag, though, in the end zone. Let's see if this touchdown stands. There's flags all throughout the end zone.
Offside. Defense number 92. Illegal substitution. The defense for having more than 11 players on the field. Penalties are declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So this is going to be down to a 1-score game right now.
Colorado's trying to substitute. Cincinnati goes fast. I mean, it's clearly offside because you got a guy running on the field. They made a play the entire play with 12. And they still weren't able to stop him.
And they're going to go for 2. Yeah.
Cincinnati going to go for 2, as you said.
Got a funky lineup here. They snapped it to Sorsby. Rolling out, nowhere to throw. And they don't get it. Broken up by Preston Hodge again. And we got another flag down.
Ineligible player downfield. Number 54. Penalties declined. Try was no good.
And that was Cincinnati's first 2-point attempt of the year on that one, on that play. And then the question is, why do you go for 2 in that scenario when if you kick the extra point, you're down 7, and then you could tie it up, send it to overtime. And the thought process is, and analytics would agree with it, the evidence would suggest that the best chance to win the game is to go for 2 and then be able to obviously you have to convert.
Right.
But 2-point conversions are made at under 50%, under a 50% rate nationally. But when you go for it twice, the stats would tell you that you're more likely than not to get at least one of them.
Okay.
We can go through the math of it. But essentially, if you make it a little under 50% of the time,
right,
it's 2 sample sizes of under 50%. So the chances of getting either one ends up being higher than just going for it the one time. So Scott Satterfield playing the numbers, essentially.
I wonder if the law of averages applies to just 2 attempts. Probably not.
No, it doesn't. But the stats would tell you if you do the math, you're probably at like a 70 or 80% chance of making at least one of the 2 attempts.
8-point football game, 3:51 to go. Don't think for a minute that Colorado hasn't forgotten and very much remembers what happened against Stanford here a couple of years ago when they had a commanding lead at halftime and gave it up. 3:51 to play. Arizona attempted an onside kick last week to start the game against the Buffaloes. They kick it to an empty part of the field, and it's retrieved by Colorado. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 3:50 to go. Hey, up next here on ESPN Sports Center from Los Angeles, Linda Cohn, Stan Verrett. Highlights from a feisty top 15 showdown between Stan's LSU Tigers and Texas A&M. Plus, we'll catch you up on the World Series. Dodgers taking a 2-0 lead. And the latest on who's suiting up Sunday. Injury updates from the NFL. That and more on Sports Center. Stan and Linda right here on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Oh, the Dodgers up 2-0. The Freddie Freeman home run is going to be something that when I'm 85 years old, if I'm still around, they're going to be replays of that on whatever holograms we have then.
I still remember Kirk Gibson's homer to win it for LA. Downfield, up in the air, and it's caught despite the pass interference. Travis Hunter there on the other end to make the grab. And Hunter asking to come out of the ball game. Arnold defending on this play on an island.
Pass interference. Defense, number 8. Penalties applied.
Had him around the neck.
First down.
Can
Clock will start on my whistle.
If we had 2 versions of pass interference, like a PI1, a PI2, that would be the PI2, where you get all your money's worth. Yeah. And then Travis Hunter, the concentration still makes the catch.
Man, had him in a chokehold. 1st and 10. Sanders pulls complete. And another first down by Wester. So in 2 plays, they move it all the way down to the 44-yard line, and Hunter taking another snap.
Cincinnati still has all 3 timeouts, so if you can get a first down stop, you can start to use it and maybe try and get the ball back before the 2-minute timeout.
You would think that Colorado's going to be deliberate here and run the play clock all the way down. Travis Hunter tonight with 9 catches for 154 yards and a couple of touchdowns. It must be Saturday. On the run, Augustov, who's done yeoman's work. He has been indefatigable tonight, tireless in his work, and picks up another first down on a 13-yard bully ball run.
Not only is this Augustov doing a great job breaking tackles, but that offensive line, anytime he has been up with people trying to stop him, they have gotten behind him and willed him forward.
Look at the rushing numbers for Colorado. Augustov has 90 yards on the ground, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Roddy, that's something we did not see from Colorado early in the season when we did their very first game against North Dakota State.
2-minute timeout.
We've hit the 2-minute timeout. Back after miss.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
They don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Come on, rookie, you sleep down here. Is that?
Woo! Whoa, Reggie Bush. Yeah, lost track of time in there. So, what's new?
Since you asked.
Pretty cool. Anything else? What is he doing?
He's watching the game.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Oh, no. Guess I'm going back to the store.
I can fix that.
Fast fixes with Felix.
Tomorrow work?
Works for me.
Gotta run.
That's what you do.
Delivery at the speed you need.
Gear up for game day. Enjoy the home field advantage at Fairfield, official partner of the NCAA.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? With Ubrelvy, there's another option. Ubrelvy works fast. Most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Don't take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Why settle for less when you can get the new $7 Lux Cravings Box from Taco Bell? Because an indulgent, beefy 5-layer burrito is luxurious. A crunchy Doritos Locos Taco is opulent. A chicken chalupa supreme piled high with deliciousness, lavish. Chips, nacho cheese sauce, a medium drink. The only thing that's not Lux about it is the price. It's Lux for less. The new $7 Lux Cravings Box, only at Taco Bell.
Amazon fall favorites are here. Save on fashion, home, beauty, and more. Shop Amazon fall favorites now.
What Moments brought to you by Prudential.
We're throwing, and Dion is doing sprints right in the middle.
Who was?
Dion.
No way. He sprinted. He can run. No, he still runs.
Yeah, now he's limping back.
He's been standing over there. It's like he just got off the treadmill. Coach, I mean, he got a towel.
The BC is straight NFL. In the NFL, they show up and just start coaching.
Start coaching. He didn't talk to anybody.
That was Coach Satterfield and his staff pregame, watching Coach Sanders run and saying that he's straight NFL. It's like his OC right there, Coach Shermer. And, you know, we've chronicled Coach Sanders' journey going back to his Jackson State time when he was going through the health issue with his foot and the procedures he subsequently had and the subsequent rehab. And he was pushing himself around on a scooter, and last year saw him walking, and now we're watching him run on the sidelines like the Cincinnati coaches were remarking a moment ago.
And just like his progression, this team and offensive line is progressing. You could see him say, run the ball, get the first down.
Augustov falling, tripped up by the 30-yard line on 2nd and 5.
Second charge, time out of the half. Cincinnati, 30 seconds.
I wonder if the right foot of Shador didn't get him.
Is that what it was?
I'm giving Augustov credit.
Yeah.
Saying it sounds better than the turf monster.
Oh, you're a running back, so you got sympathy. You have empathy
standing up for my guy. Look at that right foot.
Oh yeah, blame it on the quarterback.
On the quarterback. Yep. Get your feet out of there, quarterback. Got to stick up for my backs.
3rd and 9 coming up.
And from here, it's not a chip shot field goal to put the game out of reach for Alejandro Mata. So if you're able to stop Colorado here, you're Cincinnati, you're still in this thing.
What are you thinking in terms of a play call? They've been very intentional about keeping it on the ground. But
if I was a gambling man, I think Colorado puts the ball in Shador's hands.
Okay.
I think they let him throw the ball.
Remember, that's what's on the line. With a win tonight, Colorado becomes bowl eligible for the first time since 2016. And not completely, but it would partially signal a major transformation. Sanders off the fake, downfield, incomplete, no flag on the play, intended for Horn. Peak defending, and it's 4th down. In comes the field goal unit. And as you mentioned earlier, Roddy, you alluded to the fact that this is not going to be a chip shot, maybe 46 yards, 47. And you can hear his walk-up music that's requested on the regular. Daddy Yankee playing on the PA system for Alejandro Mata. to help put the game on ice. Right between the pipes. Young man that's been with Coach Deion Sanders going back to his time at Jackson State. The Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Week on the JOB tonight.
If it had been from 47 and a half, I don't know if it makes it, but it wasn't. It had just enough to get over the crossbar. And Alejandro Mata all but ends this game.
Increases the lead to 10. Pardon me, 11 with 1:39 to go.
You were remarking just a second ago about how impressive this win is. Last week, I thought was Colorado's most impressive win to date.
More impressive than this one?
I was going to say, I think today surpasses. Cincinnati's a better team than Arizona. That game was on the road, but their ability to come out and really start fast and make Cincinnati chase the game and make a Cincinnati defense that was #1 in the conference in scoring defense and conference play, make them look like they really didn't have very many answers until the second half. That is very impressive.
And they'll get the 1st and 10. Cincinnati from their own 25-yard line, 1:39 to go. So who does Colorado have to root for now with the multitude of tiebreakers out there?
That's a great question. With Texas Tech losing, Colorado has to win out. And then they have to root for the teams that play Kansas State. They have to root for someone to knock off Kansas State and someone to knock off either Iowa State or BYU.
Here's Kiner off the nice screen pass. Brought down at the 47-yard line. We have a flag. I think that we might have a targeting. No, the flag's back at the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Number 53 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
But Silman Craig thought he might have something on him there, the way he reacted. Oh, there it is.
On Travis Hunter. Pushing the back. Corey Kiner cuts off of it. It would explain why Travis Hunter was so incensed after the play.
90 seconds to play. The ball back at the 16-yard line. Kiner in the backfield. Pass complete underneath. Out to the 23. Silman Craig makes the tackle on Kiner. Second down coming up.
Timeout of the half.
And the Bearcats burn their final time out of the half. As Colorado is on the verge of improving to 6-2. It's interesting, Roddy, when I think about Colorado barring a major turnaround here, getting their 6th win, becoming bowl eligible. I think about that Nebraska game where they got dragged. If you're being honest, right? They got dragged. And for them to react the way they have in the wake of that, for their rush game to come around, for the defensive line to really start to play great football, speaks to the ability of the coaching staff to get these guys in the right spots.
Yeah, we often feel like what a team is in week 2 is what they're going to be the entire season. There's no rule against improvement. There's no rule against progression. This Colorado team has improved in a lot of ways.
That's complete. Out to the 34. That's Johnson, who has a touchdown catch tonight for the Bearcats. Third and 1. That pass incomplete. Boy, Travis Hunter just keeps playing, huh? 53 seconds to go.
And they're up 11 in the game, and the guy's going out of his way to make Joe Royer's life miserable. Look at the length, though. That's what makes him elite on the defensive side. It's the ball skills and the length.
6'1", 185. He's very slight looking when you see him up close.
I don't know about that 185. That might be a little generous. A couple cheeseburgers ago.
Offense, number 11. Not all players got set. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And that, I believe the clock was running prior to that. So wouldn't that, if it was, it would have warranted a 10-second runoff. I guess it wasn't. It was an incomplete pass prior to that. My apologies.
4th and 6. Pass incomplete. And Colorado will take over on downs, and we've probably seen the last of Travis Hunter for this evening. You know, it was interesting. I watched Brandon Reyes, the athletic strength and conditioning coach, giving him grapes throughout the pregame warm-up. He was carrying around grapes in a bag, and every once in a while he'd give a couple to Travis, and asked him what's that all about. He said it's about good carbs and hydration for him.
Did he have one of the palm fronds too to make sure that he was well taken, he was well ventilated?
Hey, if they need somebody for that, then yeah. To keep him on the field, yeah. You are looking at the most unique player in college football right now. Travis Hunter getting a lift from his teammates.
I think Colorado fans excited to see him back and healthy. This Colorado team is dangerous. They were able to run the ball more effectively today. The defense has come along. They didn't have the sack numbers that they had in the past. I mean, he's done enough today. Just let him get off the field. Yeah. We'll carry him off.
Call that man a cab. Travis Hunter, Colorado winning it 34-23 and getting their 6th win of the season. Folks, listen closely. The Colorado Buffaloes are eligible to go to a bowl game for the first time since 2016. Miss Peggy, the night belongs to you. Buffalo superfan, Miss Peggy has been waiting around for a long time. That'll do it from here. 34-23. Shedeur Sanders with another big night passing for 323 yards. Roddy Jones and Quint Kesenick, our entire talented crew behind the camera you never get a chance to see. I'm Mark Jones. Don't forget, SportsCenter is coming up next. So long from Boulder.
Hi, we've been waiting for you. That's Stan Verrett. I am Linda Cohn. Highlights and reaction to Game 2 of the World Series, plus your Saturday in college football. And we begin with the game you just watched.